Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming. Do you remember that old Coca-Cola commercial? That's so stupid, but I don't know why. Every time I try to think of something unique and new, but I don't know how many times I've done this. Probably at least 3-4 times now. Not this video. I'm just meaning this particular. All right, I'm just rambling on here. All right, hi. This is the final part to 2024 as far as the channel updates concerned. And this is significant because not only is this the last of 2024, but this is the last in general on this channel. Yeah, you might be curious on what I mean by that. Yes, this is the final update as far as stuff like this goes for this channel. I'll explain in a moment. But 2025 is a big year, not only for me, but for us as well. Because unfortunately, I don't know if you remember the last one I did back in for the fall or autumn one. That I said, oh, we'll be bringing back Simpsons Tapped Out. Well, Simpsons Tapped Out died. And then, we got, we got Adams. Well, Adams is now dead as well. So now we got 2 games gone, which means only... we have Snoopy, which is like an every month thing, and then we have Goosebumps, which, although I love me Goosebumps, they don't update as often as they do Snoopy. So really, we're running out of games per se to kind of cover, which is unfortunate and sucky. But here's what's going on as far as stuff goes. So let me go ahead and talk about the normal stuff at the moment, and then I'll go ahead and talk about what's coming up for 2025 as far as things go and how things will be changing this channel moving forward. So let's talk about the normal stuff. So Snoopy, nothing to change there. It's going to be the same thing. We've been updating a video every video so far. There's something new coming into the game to try to help it kind of progress a bit. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be interesting. If it is worthy of a separate video, I will do that. But I think it's not going to be that big. We'll see. We'll see what happens and how I feel. But yeah, Snoopy is basically getting modernized, quotations. Basically, I'm assuming whatever that means. I guess we'll find out. HorrorTown, I don't think it's going anywhere, just because this is the only game they got, as well as another one, so, and I think they're making it work for what they're doing, so that's good. So we know Christmas is coming up, so that's cool. Hopefully there's more content coming up next year, but we'll have to play by year. And hopefully when this new update comes out for Christmas, that I'll know that there's another update coming up, because they've been doing that. It's just like, oh yeah, there's something else coming up after that. So it's just like this reassurance that the game's not dead yet. Because it's like playing every one. It's like, is this the last update? Is this the last update? Is this the last, like this kind of tension, right? Because, it is unfortunate, but the game is where it's at right now. And we'll do our best with that. As far as this channel goes, as far as stuff, so... Her Oasis Match Island is finished all of 2021, and now I'm going to 2022. There's 4 videos left to finish the whole series, and these are going to be a little bit more easier because these are going to have commentary like I'm doing here in my video for format versus having to do voiceover and then commentate over top of it because it takes it longer. So this way it's a lot shorter. Still going to take me some time, but it shouldn't take me too long. This December, this last year of 2024, I have some time off. So I'm going to try to enjoy my time off, but also try to see if I can catch up and get these videos done. The plan is to get them done by the end of the year or by January by the latest. So that way that's all done. Same thing with Adams. Adams have a lot more videos going on. Right now, I probably am about finishing the last part to The Stranger's Revenge. And then there's going to be 7 videos, hopefully, fingers crossed, to finish off the game's plot and the main story, right? That the content that's like main storyline. To see that context going on, so that way that's covered. And after that, I have 2 videos coming out after that, which is going to be the best and worst of. If you've seen my videos when it comes to the events for this game, for HorrorTown, then this would not be any stranger to you. This would be the same thing here, but it's going to be different, and the way I'm doing it's going to be a little bit more different, but more interesting. I'll explain more during that time, but yeah, it's going to be the worst and the best. I'll save it at there. And then after that's done, then I'll do my final farewell video, just like I'm doing with her Oasis, to kind of wrap everything up. And then after that's done, then I'm officially done with the game, period. And the game will be done from there, because as of next year, the game's gonzo. Like, you can't play it no more, which is unfortunate. Simpsons is good until some point around July 23rd, I want to say. And then it's gone offline. So we got that going on for ourselves. I've kind of been hard to kind of coming into the game, honestly. Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I'll try, but you know, that video blew up, by the way. I was surprised, but I'm happy and sad at the same time, right? So yeah, new stuff coming up. Well, I can't for sure if there's a new series coming out. I know Pixowl is probably working on a game to try to take over what was Addams Family. As for what that is, I don't know. My hope is something to replace it, or something that I feel more like I would love to kind of play through, and not a Snoopy, if that makes sense. Because there's been games they released that is like a Snoopy that I'm like, you know, like, I'm not happy about that, right? So we got that going for ourselves. So that's, we don't know for sure right now, but it's probably coming sometime next year. Now, there are other town builder games that are out there. One in particular that I know people would watch from me, but I don't know if I want to cover it or not. I kind of teased about it last year, but I kind of was disappointed with finding out that a character I wanted didn't come in. Until now, he's there now, but again, it's like still disappointing. If you don't know, I'm talking about Disney's Magic Kingdoms, and yeah, I'm talking about with the Muppets. But if I'm going to play that game, I'm not sure if I will. It's debatable. I want to see what happens, because there's other stuff coming up I want to do. And then I'll see from there where we're at. I might kind of talk more about that come the spring update in May and March of 2025. But we'll see how that turns out. But anyways, you might be confused now with me saying that, because you said, well, this is the official final part of this video series, but yet you're talking about an update coming to the other game? Okay, let me explain. So, as you know, this channel has been going through some evolution or some growing pains. And I have some other channels as well. 2 to be precise. I actually have 3, besides the one you're watching. And I'll talk a lot about them, but let's talk about this channel. Moving forward, starting next year, this Grimokan channel is all going to be 100% gameplay. No filler content, none of this stuff, like this stuff here you're watching, not going to happen. It's all going to be gameplay, all content, all new stuff. And if not new stuff, highlights and funny things. Basically, it's going to be edited content like it's supposed to be. And I think I kind of got last track of that. But that's not the only thing that's changed. The branding is going to change as well. Because starting next year, this is going to be the logo. It's still the same, but as you can see, I changed the Grimokan font a bit. And the background is a lot more brighter blue. The reason why is because I wanted to have it pop out a bit, to kind of have this new unique branding. If you've seen my my extra channel, you've probably seen a bit of that branding already starting, but it's kind of showing you a little bit here. I'll talk a bit about that channel in a moment, but for now, let's talk about this channel. So yeah, that's going to be the new change. And with that also changes for Halloween and Christmas. And I want to say thank you for helping me vote for some of this stuff, because I was debating on which one it's going to be. And judging by your choices, it is quite interesting. So I basically, I looked through it, and it's funny that you decided to pick these colors because these were the first colors I picked way back in 2016. But for Halloween, this is going to be the brand theme for Halloween when that's going to come up. So this is the new look for it. And then for so basically you guys voted for, I think it was something rot. I don't know what name I came up with it, but it's like something of that. Reverse rot, that's what it was. Yeah, so I did reverse rot, which is something you wanted to pick because you thought that was Halloween colors. So, and Christmas, you picked Merryfest. So this is the branding here. I kind of played around a little bit to kind of brighten because the logo I picked was a lot more darker, and I kind of played around to make it seem more popping brighter. And I hope this works out well to kind of feel more festive. Like, it's more different than it was before, and kind of gives that fun feel, but that's the whole point there. So yeah, so when it comes to October, you're going to see the Halloween. Christmas, December, you're going to see that. So basically what you're watching right now, if you're watching this in December, this is the last time you're going to see the whole snowy effect, because after that, it's going to go away. It's going to go bye-bye. But as far as character stuff goes, Curly, the avatar I commissioned from Vampire, he is going to be the avatar replacing me for Halloween, and Susie is going to be replacing me for Christmas. So you get these two colorful characters instead of my ugly mug. And the avatar I have right now that I've commissioned way long ago is going to be staying. I think it's going to be staying put for a while because a lot of you love it, and it seems like you guys want to stick to it. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to agree with you. I paid good money for it. I might as well keep it. It's been the branding for now, and you guys know me for that face, so I'm going to keep it. So yeah, we got that there. I'm going to talk to Vampire to help me with some other stuff too, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. One of the things that I have commissioned from him and he helped me with is the redesign to my mascot characters. You've probably seen, if you've watched through my community post, which I should let you know, you should watch those, because I've been doing, every Wednesday I've been doing like these commentaries of like, here's some questions, like fun questions, but also some questions regarding the channel of what I should do, just to see where everyone's at, or people who are more engaged with the channel, to see what they're thinking, to try to appease them, right? So we got that. With that in mind though, so we got that. So the community tab is going to be the main focus, and every month I'm going to give you a full list of what I have planned or what I'm planning on doing as far as video stuff goes. And then every Friday of that week, or every weekend, I'll give you an update of what's going on for that particular week, or what's going on, you know, basically play-by-play of that sort. So it kind of gives you a bit of perspective of what to be expecting, right? So we got that. So back on track. I had him commissioned, or I commissioned him to redo my characters. So Gale and Peachy have been redesigned, as you can see here. And not only that, but I also introduced them with their lore background description, their birthdays, which is a fun fact when they got introduced, right? And I also did a little fun fact for them. And some of them are interesting because I won't go too much in depth, but one... I won't say anything just yet, but one of them is a W innuendo. So it gives you a better fun fact, but it's kind of like one of those things that, you know, kids don't understand, but adults might. I will leave it at there. Now, with that, there's also someone else. You might have seen this character. Let me introduce to you to Willow the Halloweenie. And this was a design that Play for Vampire did. And it's certainly interesting. A Halloween-looking character. You might be thinking, oh, she's for Halloween, right? No. She's actually going to be introducing a new segment, which is going to be for horror games. And you might be thinking, Grim, that's weird. I thought Gale was for horror games. No. Gale's for spooky stuff. Willow, on the other hand, is going to be for the horror, like the blood, the guts, the whole mature stuff, the dark. That's her forte, meaning that I'm going to be going through that stuff. So the idea with these characters is that they basically is like going to be displayed on the profile. Like I probably have a mock-up here. Maybe if I wasn't lazy, I kind of show you a mock-up of what this will look like. So the branding of the thumbnails are going to change as well. For one-offs, they're going to be like basically the theme to the channel, and it's going to have these characters plastered there to give basically people looking at it and go, oh, this is going to be good, or like, oh, this could be too spooky for me, you know, that kind of thing. Like you can overlook a thumbnail and immediately know what you're getting yourself into without having to see the video themselves, right? So that's part of it. And as far as branding things go, you might be curious. Yes, these characters for Goosebumps as well as Snoopy are going to be changed to these new designs. And yes, they will be decorated as well like the previous ones. I will try my best. It's going to be difficult, but I will try my best. And the idea of it is that if it's a series that's going to be ongoing, they will have a unique background to them, like I've been doing with Adams and Her Oasis, like the other Pixowl games. But the main purpose is going to be for, if it's just a one-off or anything like that, it's going to be the theme of whatever, like, holiday or generic Grimokan background is going to be. So you got that going on there. So that's the idea of what's going on for this particular channel as far as things go. It's going to be a main focus on this particular area and video games only. So it's going to be more content per se. So none of this filler stuff. So where's the filler stuff going to go? Well, I've opened up an extra channel for a reason, and yet I'm not using it. So guess what? If you've not subscribed to that channel, I highly do so now, because that channel is going to get a lot of activity moving forward, because there's going to be a lot more stuff getting added into there. What exactly? Well, there's been some stuff and projects I had in the back burners that I've never actually used, and because I'm going to have free time now, it'll give me time to kind of make some stuff and just kind of throw it on there as a kind of like, oh, here's some ideas I had but I didn't get to do. But one of these things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at some Pixowl games that have passed and updates have passed before that I didn't really go too much in depth. One of which is Snoopy. Now, not all the updates, but I'm going to be updating content that Hellgear has missed out on because of his own perspective. So these include the things that you're looking at right now. These are going to be the thumbnails you're going to see on that channel. And the purpose of the reason why they're going to be showing here is because Hellgear has been doing a good job archiving almost every update except for these few that I'm going to show off. And just for funsies, I'm also going to be showing this video off, because you might be thinking, why am I showing that off? That Hellgear already covered that. Yes, but if you remember, this was the update that I actually ended up rage creating on. So now you get to see the context of what basically made me go, you know what, I'm done. So I figured that would be a fun extra, kind of seeing my misery in a sense, right? And the thing is, too, the purpose of these videos are going to be more so like, why am I putting it in the extra channel and not on this channel? That's because it's not going to be edited properly. If you remember my commentary back in 2018 when I first started this whole shindig, like, you know, with HorrorTown coverage and, you know, Simpsons, you know how I did my thing where I kind of talked to try to do an acting, but kind of not, but kind of talked over gameplay, and I'm just like asking myself, well, why did I pause here? And, oh my god, it's taking too long. That stuff, well, yeah, guess what? That's coming back. And that's going on that channel, because I'm not going to be bothering a whole lot. It's basically going to be just me riffing on, me putting something together, me taking one long take, talking about whatever's going on there, and then uploading as is. And the other reason too is that I have not 100% these games per se. So it's basically a show off, a look at. So that's what these theories are called. It could be look-ats, right? Now, there's other games I'm going to be taking a look at, and they're going to be different branding. They're going to be with the Grimokan, Shadows, Beyond Realities borders instead, because these have not had any themes with them, and they're just going to be the same deal. These are going to be the following games: Wonder Park Magic Ride, Loud House Ultimate Treehouse, and Garfield. So I'll be looking at these games, their updates and whatnot. So the first is going to be Wonder Park, then there's going to be on the Loud House, and then Garfield, because it's going to be something like a fun. This thing used to exist to kind of look at Pixow's past, and it was like what worked, what didn't, and just kind of talked about why I didn't bother with because I have covered them, and I figured it would be interesting to archive them in some way, shape, or form. So if you want some extra content and some fun look in the past type things, that's going to be where you're going to be looking at there. So a lot more stuff is going to come to that channel as far as filler content, so that's going to be there. I'll keep that stuff posted when I can. Again, I'll know what will be going on when next year starts happening, and like I said, the update channels for the main channel as well as for this one is going to be posted onto the extra channel. So the extra channel is going to have rambling videos like this, and that's where it's going to be filled into. And I will be posting this link, or the link to that, in my community tab, but basically you will not be seeing these types of videos on this channel, because the purpose of them is going to be changing it so that way it's going to be more focused on gameplay and fun videos and stuff like that, kind of like what I've been doing with the highlights, with the shorts, which is being good. It's like some of them work and some of them don't, but again, that's the purpose. I want to have highlight reels and kind of like have people come into a trailer. And yeah, again, errors, but I want to have people come in and kind of see what they're going on here, and get a good idea what they're getting themselves into to the channel, right? To see that, oh, there's a fun channel with some funny stuff, like, because again, like, I do cover these games, like these mobile games of sorts, but I also have fun with them. But here's the other thing. Mobile games. That's the only thing, right? That might not be the case. I can't say anything just yet, but I have talked about a few years ago that I was working on, like, I built a bedroom per se to kind of keep me, to seep my bedroom from my work area per se. Well, I'm gonna finally be working on my work room this year, next year, like 2025. That's the idea, is going to be that's going to be the project I'm going to be working on. And the hope is, once that's fully done, live streams might be coming back. And I have some ideas of what I'm going to be doing with that. Now, you might be thinking it's going to be hosted on the main game channel. No. Instead, it's going to be hosted in my Of Shadows Past channel. Yeah, the archive channel. The channel that had my old Twitch live streams? That's where it's going to be located. So all the live streams and stuff, long plays, and chat interactions, that's the channel where it's going at. But you might be thinking, oh, but I want to see the funny stuff there. Well, that's the best part about this. See, with how my videos have been going so far and how I've been editing and how I've been able to record things, I'm able to rewatch some of my old my old videos, find funny moments, clip it, save it, and then be able to make one long video of funny moments and post it on the main channel. See where this is going? It's like PayPal. It's like what happened with the Elmo video that I have on this channel. It's kind of like that, kind of piggybacks of one over another. So that's the idea of what's going to go on here. So that's the plan. Now, as far as when that's going to happen, I can't say for sure. I'm looking at we're looking at halfway through the year. So sometime around the summer 2025, I might have an update of when that's going to happen or what's going on there. I'm not going to say a pinpoint exactly that's going to be what's going on, but that is something I'm planning on doing. So yes, normal gameplay is coming back as well. Again, this is just as of right now. Things can change, of course, but the thing is, the live thing is going to come in eventually. But when I officially know that's going to happen, I'll let you know. And this also means I'll also be playing other games, like, games like these, of course, but, they're kind of hard to. But you get the idea. Now then, one last thing before I end it. I know this is a lot longer video than before, but this is a big announcement per se. But I have one last channel. Now, the channel setup right now is supposed to be like these Twitch clips type thing, but that's never going to happen. So that channel is just basically not like a null. It's nothing there. I have an idea what I want to do with that channel, but it's not going to be a update happening next year. It's not going to be an update that might happen the year after. It might be a few years from now. I don't know, because the focus is going to be this stuff. But the idea, I won't spoil just yet, but the purpose of it is, I'll give you context. If you ever seen Chadtronic, when he does his, you know, the Ladies and Fricks guy, he has another YouTube channel and he's been doing something on the side. I'm thinking of being able to do something like that. So basically, a video, a YouTube channel that's going to be focusing on stuff that I've made that isn't video game, like, you know, stuff that is mine. Let's put it that way. I don't know what those are yet because I don't have any plans as of right now, and I don't know what's going to be just yet, but it's going to be there as it might be presented. So if you see it, cool, you're in the secret club, but something might not come out of it. When I'm finally happy with an announcement, I will post everything and show you what the fourth channel is going to be. But for now, all you need to know is that a fourth channel is in the works, and it won't be coming out anytime soon. So it's just going to be these three channels. The Grimokan channel, again, it just keeps, I have to keep clicking it. It's been too long. I am sorry. And again, so the Grimokan channel here, the Beyond Reality, aka the Extras channel, and then the Of Shadows Past, or the Archive channel. These are going to be the three channels I'll be working on too. And yes, you might be thinking I'm splitting myself all over the place, but this is just more organization to keep things from going all over, like focusing on certain things like that, right? And I don't monetize these videos anyway, so it's like that's fine to put it in the other channels here. I want to make sure this channel is more so content that is actually worth a damn and not just filler stuff like this. Again, there's a hardcore people like you guys who watch this and likes and favorites, subscribe and comment, which is helpful, most appreciative, but not everyone does. So this is going to be helping for them. So if you're that hardcore, that's where you're going to find me. And I will remind you when it gets to the community tabs, but yeah, that's why. So this is the final video for this particular series on this channel. And I'm going to be debating on some of the old stuff I have right here in my channel, if I would move it to the reality, the extras channel, like some old stuff that I basically said I didn't want to do. I might be debating on that. I'll look into it. I might, but I might not. So I'll see. And if I do, then I'll be basically making everything else disappear. So keep that in mind. So anyways, that's it for now. So yeah, enjoy this, and I will see you hopefully next year. So hope you have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy Hanukkah, have a Happy Kwanzaa, and any other holidays you celebrate in the Winter Fest, like Chinese New Year and Ramadan, you know, all that stuff and more. I don't know, like any other holidays that happen January and February. You get the idea. Just have a happy celebration of winter and the end of 2024 and a new beginning for the Grimokan channel for 2025. So I'll see you then, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this long video, and farewell for now.